Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and I'm back working on my Dear Julie Julie September Stashbuster Challenge. And today I'm going to work on the first letter S, scraps of paper. And last night, I think it was last night, I was reading through some of the Facebook posts and somebody had mentioned collage boards that they'd already done. And I thought, oh, and I apologize, I don't remember who it was, but it's like, oh, yes, I've got several of those, like a gazillion of those. So let's actually use them. And since I've got a gazillion, it could probably also count as a hoarded item. So, but then just about everything in my craft room could be. Okay, so I've decided to use this one. And so this is going to be a pretty quick video, I think. So I'm pulling out my big paper cutter because this is big enough that it will not fit into my little one. And yeah, we're going to need to cut some of this down. Where do I want to cut it first? Okay, if I cut it at about there, yeah, that ought to work. Okay, save that piece. And I'm doing this because it's not square. You can see by the way that strip came off. So I need to go around and cut all the way around it to get it squared up. Okay, now I can make about a 5.5 inch page. Actually, now that that one's done, I'm going to pull out my other one. Give me just a second. Okay. On this one, I can read the measurements a little, the measurements I will need a little easier. Okay. My page can be 5 7/8. Okay, so voila, we have a scrap page. And I'd already backed everything, so that's good on both sides. Now, that still doesn't look straight to me. Because it's not. It is not. Is this one okay? That one looks okay. So it must be this edge. Okay. Now, do I want to cut this or do I want to let it be another page, just a shorter one? All right, first let's start with this one. I got to be sure the lengths on all of my pages, they can't be any taller than 8 13/16, but I need them to go in my bind it all. I really need them, well, to make it easier on me, I need them to fall at either 5/16 or 13/16. So we take that. I like that music paper though. Let's cut it this way. 8 and 5/16. Just take a little bit of that off. Okay, so that one is good. So I want to sew around it. Let's see, this one, I still need to clean up. That side edge. And take a little bit off there. And 8. Trying to think what I want to do. Do I want that to be? It's about 2.5. I think I'd rather this be a belly band, so let's cut it to about 8 1/4. Okay, so I've actually got 2 pages, no, that'll cover up the whole thing, a belly band. Look, there's some of Dear Julie Julie's Tea and Roses. And then I also remembered that I have the papers. What did I do with them? I had them pulled out. When I was doing my mineral oil experiment, I had those strips of paper. What in the... Oh, there they are. They got buried. The strips of paper, I had used a collage board and then put other stuff on top of it. But I could turn those into a tag, or at least one of them. And they're 3 inches wide, so let's make it So just that quick, I'm going to have my three items other than sewing on them. And of course embellishing them. Okay. So I'm going to grab my hole punch. My reinforcers. I'm going to go ahead and punch this. That's also already backed, so that's good. Okay, so I'm going to go to my sewing machine. Give me just a second and I'll be right back. Okay, I went over to my sewing machine and I sewed around my edges, and I realized this one I may have to adjust a little bit because I forgot to cut it on the 13, either the 5/16 or the 13/16. So that one I'm going to need to work on. But I have these three done. I sewed around 3 edges on this. This will be my binding edge. And for now, I'm not going to embellish them like I've been doing for the last several months. I will make all my required elements and then come back and embellish these. Like I showed you in my last video, I've got some of those paper flowers. I've got stickers. Don't know what else I may want to use, but I want to be able to use the stickers and the flowers in the required elements for the stickers and the hoarded items. Then use what I've got left over to embellish and help make my journal more cohesive. So those are my 3 scrap paper items. In my next video, I'll be doing strips of paper because I already want to know what I want to do for that. So until I see you again, please be safe, stay healthy, and happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.